Hey guys, I'm back. I got the gear cut here. It's machined down, so we're gonna get back to the trans here and see if we can finish it up. So here, just let me take this out real quick. So this is the big part I was waiting for. It points to that. So as you can see, this gear is thicker right here. So if I didn't shave this down thinner here, there's the machining right there, that it would make contact. So, and then, you know, reverse goes up and, whoops, reverse goes up, it slides in there, and that's reverse right there. So, so it's in, and as you can see, if I didn't shave this down, it would be touching the thicker gear here, and reverse engages by getting pulled up like that, which is why we need to shave it so it doesn't collide. But yeah, that's it. So keep going and put this arm in next, and I'll show you how it goes. So this arm goes in there, and when this goes up, it, you know, this little notch here pulls the gear up, and then also this tube which goes into there, and I gotta pull this out. Real quick, this tube just goes like this. I'll just kind of get them, and then this goes just like that. I'm gonna grab these bolts now, put Loctite on them, and torque them to spec. I got these 3 bolts tightened snug by hand. 13 foot-pounds is torque, so I'll just torque them real quick. That one's good. That one's good. There we go, now I'm on it. That one's good. You align this pointer to point at this hole, like so. So that way this bolt hole lines up that holds this through the case. But other than that, I'm going to put the RTV or whatever, the Toyota sealant, and do this and put the case on now. Got a brand new pack of the Toyota sealing. I got done putting it down. I have it on pretty liberally. It's a pretty thick gob, but I just don't want it to leak after all this work. Let's lay the case on now. Gotta line up the shifter rods. Going. There we go. Okay, now it's just coming down nice and easy. We'll push this one up. All the case bolts from the outside are in and hand tight. And I even put this, the reverse gear hold thing bolt in, so that way when I'm sitting here jiggling this around, it doesn't move and miss a line. I don't have it all the way in, but now I got it to, I got my torque wrench here at 22 foot-pounds, so I'm going to go ahead and start torquing these things down. Alright, now there is 2 in the bell housing area, or 3 I believe, which I don't want. Let me lean it on something. Alright. Torque wrench, at least 3. That one's torqued. This one I got before. Those 3 bolts right there. Those are the underneath ones I just did. Next thing would be, if you pull this up, you see there's a little groove, right? And this is going to fit in the little groove and hold, basically hold the input shaft up. And then it sits in here, right? And that's going to keep the input shaft from going up, and this screw's going to keep it from going down, and it actually keeps the input shaft in place like that. That is all in and good. We got this race. What you can see, you got the clip in. You have the race. Here's the shim that I had 2 shims of before. You put that on. Here's this retainer plate. Then you got to make sure that the center hole right here by my thumb is for this tube, right? So the tube fits in there and gets centered. And that's how that goes. These require red Loctite, so we red Loctiting them all and putting them in. But before I do that, I'm going to quick do the detent for this middle shaft, which is right here. I'll put that detent in and button all these up. But I don't know if I'm going to do it now because I don't want to accidentally hit this and smear it. So I might do this all tomorrow. So, to be continued. Last one. That's it. First gear. Start with the hard one. in. One's in. Now third one. When I do this, I'm going to red Loctite these. I'll just do a couple threads like that. That's getting red Loctited. I'm going to do this right now. Red Loctite this one. Alright, let it sit overnight. The RTV got hard and I peeled off the excess, so it looks a lot cleaner. And I put the detent in. So now it all works. I put the shifter in just for fun. So I can go in first gear, right? That way down is first gear, second gear, go neutral, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. So this is all working right. Now next step is I'm going to red Loctite these. I got to torque them, and then they got the spot here where you hit them with a chisel and you stake the nut so it doesn't back out. But this is red Loctite also, because I know guys that have had these back out. So this is like kind of crucial. These and shift forks. I know a guy that had this back out and ruined his transmission, broke a couple gears. So I'll take this off and I'll gauge 2 gears together so it can't spin, and torque these gear stack nuts now. I just got done. I put a liberal amount of red Loctite. I put both nuts on by hand. I put this one and this one down so it's engaging first and third, so it's double engaged. So as you can see, I mean, that's just because the dogs are loose, but it can't spin, right? Trans is locked. Engage 2 gears. So now I gotta try and torque it. There's no torque spec for these from SQS. So I'm going to do them the 90 foot-pounds, the same as stock. There we go, now it's locked. Now I gotta try and hold this and do 90. Let's see what we can do. How can I hug this thing? Let's put this. Ah. Got it. That one's at 90. So this is a 28 millimeter, which is a really weird size for the input shaft. The output shaft is 32 millimeter. Which spinning the other way. There we go. Try and get this to 90 foot-pounds now. Oh, it's getting tight. There we go. 90. This one's really hard to do. Just staked them. Both good. Next step would be put this cover on. But you can see there's this tube here. And I got to cut that off because it goes like this. As you can see, the case does not go down, right? Because that tube, which normally goes, has like oiling or whatever for the shaft, well, this doesn't have it. So I gotta cut that tube down, then I can put this on and put the shifter in, and we're buttoned up. Cleaned it out with brake clean and blew it out. So now it should fit on here. So I got the case mounted by 2 bolts, so it's flush. Just want to make sure that the input shaft spins with no tension. I can put it in the gear. There we go. Let it spin. You see the diff is spinning. Got the 10 bolts, got the cover ready. Everything's cleaned up. Time to lay a bead of this. Put the sealant cover on. That's all snug by hand. Let's do the on the top. Well, here, real quick, torque spec on the reverse switch is 30 foot-pounds. Torque spec on the breather is 30 foot-pounds. For you guys doing it, and for the lock for the shifter is 36. So it's 36, 30, 30. These front ones, these 4 bolts, are 14 foot-pounds. You're supposed to use Loctite on these 4 so they don't vibrate out, like per Toyota spec. And the top case torque spec that I'm doing right now is 22. That's all torqued. So then real quick, I got these brand new. I just picked them up. That's it, guys. This thing is done. I gotta do the transfer case, which is all right here. So I'll get on that, but this thing is completely done. I'm just gonna dry it up, take that out, and then I just gotta put on some brackets, but I don't have the brackets because my other Transit's in the car. So I'm just gonna take this and put this to the side and keep going. So yep, that's it for this, man. My Dogbox is ready. I can't wait to try it out.